French Emperor took the front of the 150. Worthily's nice and close. French Emperor just in front of Worthily and Beltoro late. French Emperor digs in for the fight though, and French Emperor won the first. Beltoro second. Solcombe now digging in. Solcombe sprints hard, moves up to Luncy's, then Captain Envious, but Solcombe is going to dart clear and is a little bit too good for them. Solcombe wins it. Second Luncy's, third. A tissue up to Steinem, 100 to go, and she's coming clear. It's number 8 for J-Mac. A tissue wins it well. A tissue first, 2 legs Steinem. Alligator Blood, 100 metres to go, still clear from Tuvalu. Alligator Blood holding on, the Alligator wins.
Welcome back to my channel, everybody, for the listed Cranbourne Cup Day meeting. And also on the card is the Apache Cat Classic for the sprinters. Pretty keen on one in the Cranbourne Cup. I think the locals will take it again, and I'm also pretty keen on one in the Apache Cat. But let's get into the preview, find the winners. I thought was a very good weekend last weekend, finding 4 winners on the last day of the carnival. Very, very good day last weekend, but I'm hoping we can smash that this weekend, and I'm hoping for at least 5 winners, which is a big, big hope, but I think we can get it. Let's find them.
Race number 1 at Cranbourne on Cranbourne Cup Day is a Super Fabulous 2-year-old played over the 1,000 metres for the youngsters, and I'm with Roussillon here. D. Oberon for James Cummings, linking up with that old guard. Barrier throwing is perfect. If he can drive forward to find the rail, he's going to be very hard to beat. The stable decide to put a lugging bit on for his first start. Out of Exceed and Excel, Street Cry. For the damn side, I think the breeding suggests he's going to run really well, and the fact that the stable book Ollie on here I think is a great chance. And the key market support already here for this horse. The stable mate Remedies in for second for Mark Zara. A good chance, I think, out of Seapoy and Virage to Fortune. Anabar on the damn side. It's a good chance and does get the lugging bit, the same as Roussillon. Doubting away for Michael Price McKen Jr. They can produce a 2-year-old, and I think this horse can run well. And Hartshorn, sorry, I said it wrong, at $23. I thought it was over the odds, but I went Roussillon in the first, 25 to win. Race number 2 at Cranbourne is a 3-year-old handicap over the 2,025 metres, and I think you just have to be with the favourite here in Dunkel. Showed a lot on debut at the Valley. Wet ground was a query for the horse. Could he do it at its first run? And to be quite honest with you, it was an absolutely dazzling performance. Put the field away in a couple of strides and looks to be an out-and-out stayer. Harry Coffey on here for Patrick Payne. Drawn barrier 3, and I think is a very good chance. Skphios for second. Obviously comes through the prime Group 1 form race in the Derby, and does also come through the Caulfield Guinea, so has Group 1 form around him, but just a 1 win from the 7 starts is a bit of a query for mine, but he has to be respected here. He's a hot shot for third, and Gottabesavvy I thought was over the odds at $11. But Dunkel for mine, race 2 at Cranbourne, 20 the win, and 7 the win on the saver on Skphios, just in case he is too good for them. Race number 3 at Cranbourne is a benchmark 84 handicap over the 2,540 metres for the stayers here, and I'm with the best one in the race, and that's Port Phillip. I can't understand why he's not favourite, and a dominant favourite in this field. Jamie Modon, yes, he's got to carry the big weight, but he deserves to. I'm not saying he's a world-class stayer, but he's definitely got class on his side. He does have a bit of it on this field, and he's a good stayer. Narrowly beaten in the Bendigo Cup at Group 3 level by High Emotion. That horse came out and ran second in the Melbourne Cup, so good form around him. Beat Kissinger, and who is the favourite, and I'll get onto that horse in a minute, at Caulfield, and then also prior to that, won at Flemington on very heavy ground, and I thought was a very good effort. Staying horse in the making here, the one to beat, Port Phillip. Noble Heights for second. I think it's a matter of price. Very good on top of the ground, but if this track gets any worse than a soft 5, maybe 6, he cannot win. Kissinger for third, I thought was under the odds at 230. Couldn't take the price. Was beaten by Port Phillip last start. You're getting $290 that horse and $230 for Kissinger. I'd rather take the expanded price about Port Phillip. An ideal mess. I had to pick a roughie, and she was the best one at $19 for Alana Kelly. Lightweight will run well, but I'm with Port Phillip, race 3 at Cranbourne. 30 the win, quite confident. Race number 4 at Cranbourne is the Super Vapors 3-year-old handicap over the 1200 metres. Crosswinds the top weight here at 60 kilos and does give a lot of weight to the rest of the field. And I think Greece here is an absolute moral for Ethan Brown of the Amour Eustace team. He needs this track not to be too rain affected, and to be honest, it shouldn't be. Should get to the lead easily from barrier 1. Most of these go back anyway, and should be absolutely bolting in here. $1.85. I'd take that price right now because it will start probably $1.50 on the day, and I can honestly see this horse going, being a very good winning chance of just being too good for these. Sketch for second, comes back to a level where he can win. Last 2 starts haven't been too impressive in the Gothic or at the Valley. Didn't have a lot of luck at the Valley, and I thought it was a complete forgive it in the Gothic, considering most of the horses that finished in the top 3 were up on speed, and did win his main at Mornington by 6 lengths. So on that effort, has to be given a chance here at Cranbourne. Calico Jack at $10 in Crosswinds, I thought were over the odds, but 40 the win on Greece for mine, and $10 the win on Sketch if the favourite is scratched, but Greece should be winning here for Ethan Brown and Amour Eustace. Race number 5 at Cranbourne is a fillies and mares plate over the 1400 metres, and last year's winner, scraping paint up on the inside. Paul's Regret is at $6.50 this year, and I think Adele Moore's the one to beat here. Absolutely slashing run at Flemington in the HK Jockey Club Stakes at Group 3 level, behind Larkspur Run. Does go up 2 kilos from that effort, but does stay at the 1400 metres, and comes out of a Group 3 running 4, so very good chance here. She's all class for second. 1 win from 14 starts, not that keen. Pretty average form this campaign. Would want to see something before I could put it on top with any confidence. Cardigan Queen, you know what she's going to do? She's going to get back, but she's going to be charging the line late for Johnny Allen and the Amour Eustace team. And last year's winners in Paul's Regret draws out wider this time and does get Damien Oliver for Peter Chow. Won the race last year, has to be given a chance, but I think at Delamore, she's going to be coming with the same run as Cardigan Queen, but hopefully she can be the strongest. Race number 6 at Cranbourne is the Class 3 over the 1500 metres, and I think that the import can be too good for them here in Brayden Star. Barrier 10 for Damien Oliver, and then Trent Bastard and another young team. And the team have put the crossover nosebit on for the first time. The import having its first start in Australia, I think should be too good for these. Last start absolutely bolted in by 7.5 lengths over the 1994 metres at Salisbury, and the second horse then came out and ran runner-up to Sulcombe. We all saw what that horse did last weekend in the Queen's Cup. So Brayden Southall, I think the one to beat. Barrier 10 wide, no concern for mine. Has been competing in good races overseas, and I think this horse should be too strong for this field. They've got the favourite for second in Victory Bay. Is a very good chance here. Did win last start by a narrow margin over the 1200 metres. Up to the 1500 metres. Never been tested at this distance before, but Peter Moody, Luke Nolan, the old guard, you never underestimate that team. Liberty Steps comes back to a race that it can win to this level. And Vultan was a good winner last start at the Valley. Just has to prove himself at this grade and over this distance of the 1500 metres. But I'm with Brayden Star, race 6 at Cranbourne. Pretty keen. 20 the win for Damien Oliver. Race number 7 at Cranbourne is the listed Cranbourne Cup. The Cup went to the locals last year over the 1600 metres. Will it go to them again this year? And I think it will, with Visinari, the one to beat. Daniel Moore on for Mick Price and Michael Kent Jr. Drawn barrier 7, 54.5. Coming out of the Group 2, Crystal Mile last start, running 4th. Carried 59 that day. Drops down to 54.5. Loves the mile. Better track than it faced last start. Good on soft ground and on top of the ground, and does enjoy the mile trip. Just back it with confidence because I think it'll be winning. Uncle Bryn for second will be charging home late and does have a great turn of foot. And does come out of the 5 Diamonds last weekend in Sydney, where I thought it found the line really well. Back to the 1600 metres, where it did bolt in the Sale Cup at its start prior, so very good chance. Callsign may have a recently crowned Group 1 winner of the race, but does have a massive weight here in a wide barrier, so just want to see how it goes. And Sosi Bond, the old boy, into my numbers in for 4th. I thought was over the odds at $34. Just on the lightweight with 54 kilos, can run a bit of a race, but Visinari for mine on the listed Cranbourne Cup, I think it'll be winning 40 the win. Race number 8 at Cranbourne is the second of the 2 features of the day, and it's the Apache Cat Classic. What a horse he was, and what a sprinter he was, the baldy white-faced chestnut. And I think that a very nice horse can win this over the 1,000 metres, and that's Midwest. Goes straight to the front for Craig Williams, sit and steer ride, first up. Loves 1,000 metres, 5 from 10 at the distance, and is very good first up. 1 win from 3 starts, and with a second against that as well. Should be winning here. Good, soft, won't matter, just wins. Barrier 5, perfect. Key market support already. I think he's the one to beat. Scissor Step for second was a big win at the Valley last start. Can go on with it here and does have a very big turn of foot. William Thomas, I thought was a very good chance. Just doesn't want the track to get into that very mushy track as it was last year, but I don't think it will. Good track, top of it. Mick D aboard, 55 kilos. He's riding with an absolute shine in his step at the moment, Mickey D. And I think William Thomas has a great chance here. And Ancestry, the old boy, can run really well considering he's only second up. And is a great chance as 3 from 5 second up. So, very good chance. But Midwest for mine in the Apache Cat Classic. 30 the win and 7 the place. Will Tom. And race number 9 on Cranbourne Cup Day is the Benchmark 70 handicap over the 1,300 metres, and I'm with Arran Bay for Philip Stokes to blast out on the winner. Tommy Stockdale takes the 2 kilos off, bringing the weight down to 60 kilos. Barrier 13, I think, is alright for the horse. First up, hasn't won, but has run good races first up. Good track, soft track, loves it, and does enjoy the 1,300 metres, and I think will be winning here. Probably does want a bit further, but the fact that the market's got it as favourite and dominant favourite first up, that it gives me a bit of confidence to say it's going to be winning. Bellinger for second. Now, this horse was on top until I went back and had a look at the rest of the field, but he's 2 from 2 at Cranbourne. He loves this distance. He's very good on top of the ground, just doesn't want it too soft. Third up, good record, is a clear danger to Arran Bay, and if there's any fault in the favourite being first up, this is a horse that's going to be pouncing late, and I think can be winning. Blushing Tycoon for third, $15. I thought was over the odds for this horse. Damien Oberon first up. Back to the 1,300 metres. His best performances have been at the shorter trips, but just the barriers really dented his chances in barrier 15, and Ceasar at $9.50 is a good chance as well. But with Arran Bay in the last, $12 the win, and $5 the win on Bellinger, he's main danger. Thank you for watching my preview for the listed Cranbourne Cup Day. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you're back a winner. And I hope I'll find some winners, because it was a great weekend last weekend, finding 4 winners on the last day of the carnival, and I was actually pretty impressed with that. But thank you for watching again, and let's get the winners.